Okay. Um, Guys, this is going to be a screen recording without my face. It's just easier because I'm going to look at two different documents and it'd be hard to switch back and forth. So, first, I want to maybe read through this one over here. And we're going to do this in class to help remind us what the genitive was. And if you don't remember at all, us talking about genitive shows possession. Yeah, of the is what you will hear when genitive gets used. And the way it shows itself is that it forces the der, die, and das to make changes. Der and das words will change to des. And we also add s or es, or I should say add es or s. You add es if it's more than one syllable. I'm sorry, less than two syllables, so one syllable, es. Like auto gets an s. Hund is one syllable, gets es. So s is what you add to more words with more than one syllable. Sorry, that description was very confusing. D, both feminine and D plural, changes to der with no ending. Okay? So what I did was I wrote out a quick paragraph up here. Let's read it together. Ich habe einen Hund. Die Name meines Hundes ist Linus. Linus ist das beste Hund der Welt. Ist weiß und braun. Hat süße Augen. Seine Nase ist auch sehr lang. Linus ist ein sehr kleiner Hund. Ich mag kleinen Hunden. Was für ein Hund möchtest du? Should be einen. That's okay. Ich habe ein Bett für meinen Hund gekauft. Das Bett des Hundes ist sehr groß. Mein Hund mag es gern, in das Auto meiner Mutter zu fahren. Ist ein toller Hund. All right. So, snuck into there are a few uses of genitive. Can you spot any of them? Maybe the first one that pops out is this here. We see it go to des. We'll also see genitive put on to ein words. What are ein words? They are ein or eine. Yeah. And in that case, ein would change to eines. And that would include mein, dein, sein, ihr, unser, euer. Any of those possessive adjectives, any of those possessive pronouns would get the same ending as eines right here. All right? Eine goes to einer. Yeah, just like we changed D to der. And same as with the other ones. It would have to get an add es for one syllable or s for multiple. No ending on these feminine and plural. So up here, minus would be genitive. Linus ist das beste Hund der Welt. This is actually genitive right here, der Welt. Why? Welt is usually D. And what we're saying here is Linus is the best dog of the or in the world. And contained in there, in that der, is that of the or in the. Ist weiß und braun, nothing there. Hat süße Augen, he has sweet eyes. Seine Nase ist auch sehr lang, long nose, no genitive. Linus ist ein sehr kleiner Hund, no genitive there. Ich mag kleinen Hunden. Was für einen Hund möchtest du? Still none. Ich habe ein Bett für meinen Hund gekauft. I bought a bed for my dog. So we've got some possession, but für takes care of it for us. How about here? Das Bett des Hundes. So this was the easiest one to spot with genitive. But why is that genitive here? What we're saying is the bed of the dog is very big. Mein Hund mag es gern in das Auto meiner Mutter zu fahren. Any genitive there? Actually, yes. We're used to Mutter being feminine. Die Mutter, meine Mutter. If I say das Auto meiner Mutter, and notice no ending, I'm saying the car of my mother's car. Ist ein toller Hund. All right, so this was meant to be a way to show you some of the ways that genitive pops up in a sentence. We'll review this a few more times. In class, I'm going to have students look at what is essentially from their quiz or your quiz that you'll eventually take. And we're going to practice putting endings on, for example, das ist das Bett mein blank Hund. So if we're saying the bed of my dog, here on this screen now, der Hund would get es minus Hund s, because Hund is one syllable. Nummer zwei is das ist das Auto, and then we're going to make Eltern genitive to show possession. So to say my parents' car. Eltern here is plural. So D will go to der with no ending on Eltern. Same with Frau. Frau is feminine. So D would go to der to show genitive. So ich sehe der Mann der Frau. I see the husband of the wife, and no ending on Frau. The computer of the girls, so the girl's computer is broken. Das Mädchen goes to des Mädchen, and we add an S because it's Mädchen, two syllables. All right, so hopefully this makes a little bit more sense. Keep working at genitive. Try and find maybe a queer or something with practice exercises for you so you can apply what you've been listening to on these screens.